Hello everyone, it's Max Power here with another video. This time I am reviewing the Monkey's Paw replica. Now this is not a replica of any specific movie or anything like that. It's just a replica of a mummified monkey's paw. Why do I have this? Well, I'm a big fan of W. Jacobs or William Weimar Jacobs' short story, The Monkey's Paw. It's something that he wrote I believe in 1902 is when he wrote this story. He did write other stories, but this is the most popular one. So when I read this as a kid, I loved this story, and there's been movies, there's been TV shows. In fact, there was the most recent one that I've seen has been the one from the Creep Show, the new television show, and that was a pretty good one. There was a 2013 movie, The Monkey's Paw. So there has been a lot of different versions of The Monkey's Paw, kind of like the Charles Dickens type, but a horror one. So I got this. I was lucky enough to get this from a company called the Monster Sandbox. I've been looking for this for the longest time, and I was having a hard time finding it. And it wasn't until my friend and fellow YouTuber Palco, or Greg from Palco Designs or Palco Horror Collections, that's his YouTube channel, that he referred me to a company that he thought might be able to help me. Now I contacted that company, and they weren't able to do it, or at least they didn't want to do it because it was going to be too expensive. So they referred me to somebody else, and that company was the Monster Sandbox, an Ohio-based company. The gentleman's name is John Pinkerton, and I was able to get that from him. It was the perfect thing. This is exactly what I was looking for. There's not much to it. It's what's supposed to be a dried up monkey's paw. The application, or the paint application, the way he has made it look mummified, is perfect. As you can see, really good detail. I love that he left some of the hair on here. And what's really impressive, I mean, the whole thing is impressive, is this little touch. He left the bone, kind of like the bone had been, separated, and then there's some bone left, and you can actually see almost like the bone marrow. So a real nice touch on that in this too. Now what it came with it, it came with a few things. It came with, well, it was supposed to come with a little sack. He didn't include the little sack or the sock. It was supposed to be a canvas sock, like an older one, and he didn't include it. He forgot. He told me that he forgot, but I told him that was okay because I was going to get a box for it anyway and display it that way. It does come with a scroll. That's one thing that did come with, and this is his company, the Monster Sandbox. So the scroll, I thought was pretty cool. It just has some information on there. You can go ahead and pause to see what it says. Kind of gives you the warning about the paw. If you haven't read the short story, it's something that you should read. Or at least watch the movies. If you don't want to read it, that's fine. So it came with that. I think the scroll, though, I wish he would have put it more on a kind of a parchment. This is okay, but it just kind of looks more like a grocery bag. The ones the paper ones. So it's not something. I think it would have been a lot better to have it more in a kind of a scroll or parchment paper. I think that would have been a little bit better than that, but I wasn't getting for that. I wanted this is what I wanted. So perfect, just a perfect little collectible for my horror section of my collection. If you're wondering what about the box, I bought this box from Hobby Lobby. I was looking for a box that looked old. I was thinking of maybe putting some burn marks on it to kind of make it look even more, a little bit more ancient. And the fabric I bought from Hobby Lobby as well. All I did was just buy this kind of fabric and then stuffed it with some pillow fluff. And that's what I came up with. All right. So that's it. There's not much to this collectible. I love it. The guy said that he's possibly thinking of doing a second edition of this. It's something that you can order now. It's $115. You can go to the website. Sometimes it says it's unavailable, but I think it only says unavailable because he makes them as he goes, as you order them. If it shows unavailable, then just wait a couple of days and then it'll show back up as available. So it's one of those things. But he did say he was working on a deluxe version, and I asked him what does that mean, and he kind of mentioned that maybe he's going to work with silicone and make this bendable, and that would be totally cool. So if he does that, I'm in. I told him just go ahead and make sure he lets me know when it happens, and I'll be the first one to buy the second edition of that. All right, well, that's all I have. If you're interested, let me know, or follow the link that I'm going to put in the description. If you have any questions or any comments, you're welcome to leave them under the comment section. I will respond if it's a question for me. I appreciate you coming to my channel, and thank you very much for spending the time to watch this video. I will talk to you soon. Take care now.